Hi, this is Debbie Martin with NOCE Creative Arts, and it's week 18, the last week of our fall semester. We're doing Christmas decorations for the home, and if you want to see the official signage, here that is. But anyway, so let me put this down, and Dave, my photographer, is going to show you, just sort of scan around the house at some of the things that we have. And then I'm going to show you some of the home things that we've made. And so we'll just take a quick scan around the house. It's like a panoramic view. Because we'll get more detailed later on. So, and then you'll see that manger scene, and then we see the kitchen. Okay, so let me start. You'll see the kitchen in more detailed. Okay, so first of all, let me start with my top. So this basically is just a regular cotton kind of polyester top, and then these are buttons in the shape of a Christmas tree that are sewn on. So I thought that was sort of cute. So, and then just sort of sew on a little piece of material down here, or if you had a couple buttons you want to put as your base, you could. So then the second thing I was going to show you, that when you walk in the door, over here, I have something on the back of the door, and I happen to have sleigh bells that I put on it so that whenever anybody closes the door, it sort of rings like a sleigh bell. Then we come over here, and this is our hall tree, and right next to our hall tree is our birch stars. Dave and I made these stars for, I don't know, a couple years ago. He did something in Los Angeles for a restaurant that had all these leftover birch sticks. So we made a ton of these leftover sticks and made them into stars. And we sold them, and I think we donated the money or whatever. I don't know what we did with it. But anyway, so we have our little star there. And then we have old skates that you might have hanging around. Old skates, and I just put them here next to a purse with a hot chocolate thermos and gloves and a scarf. So sort of make the feel of like you just came in from skating, which we live in Southern California, so we don't do that, but we have to sort of pretend in Southern California. So, and then down here, I have just a box that I put pine cones that I just collected. And then I just took, you just take, if I can find one here. You just take and put even white house paint. You could do craft paint, you could do white house paint, anything, and you put it on a paper plate, and then you dab your sponge, like a kitchen sponge, and then you just dab it all over here, and just let it dry. So that's what I did. And then pomegranates. So actually a friend of mine grew these pomegranates. So pomegranates, and then a sign that I had, and then we'll keep coming over here and to the TV cabinet, sort of bookcase area. And again, I took pine cones that my brother lived up in the Sequoias, but we just saw them. We were just in Running Springs this last week, and they had sugar pine, these long pine cones called sugar pine. And so I did this exactly the same thing. So I just took white house paint and put it on it, and then it turns it into a snowy thing. So I just found these stockings, and so I didn't make them, but somebody did. But I thought they were super cute because they look like patchwork. And then in this cabinet, I want to show you what we did with the grandkids, even when they were little. The first one, Ava, who's now 11, so her hand is bigger. This is her handprint, and then we made it into an angel and put Gloria on it. And then the second one, Lincoln, he's now 8. His little footprint, and made that into a little manger scene. Isn't that like so precious? So with baby Jesus. And then the third one, Nora, we took her handprint and see the fingers and made the palm part of it the manger, and then the 3 wise men, Joseph and Mary. So those are some little things that we did just on little simple little canvases that you get at Michael's or Walmart, just simple little things. So we'll put that back. And here we go. I have to find a better place because I can't really see those. They're sort of hidden underneath there. So, and then, of course I have some things I bought at Michael's. So I have some things up there, and then this little mouse manger scene with a little crocheted lace as his little bundling. Isn't that so cute? I just think this is so adorable. I didn't make this, but I had to have that because it's so cute. Oops, okay, come back. Okay, so then we're gonna come over to the Christmas tree, and our puppy is laying right in front. But our tree is a mixture of handmade ornaments and then other ornaments that we purchased. So you'll see that I have several pictures in little frames, and I happen to have a picture of each of the grandkids with their initial above it. So this is Carson, who's now almost 13, and then this is little Lexi with her L, and she's almost 11. So you'll see throughout the whole thing the different pictures I have. And then I have handmade things like this angel. When Dave and I got married on December 10th, so in our reception, we had a Christmas tree, and my stepmom, Pat, she made 6 of these and 6 gingerbread men and had them on the Christmas tree. We were only engaged 2.5 months, so I don't know how she had time to do all that. And she made 3 bridesmaids dresses, so I don't know how she had time, but she did. So let me put this angel back. And then we have this little joy that is just a heart and just stitched with embroidery thread. Just very simple, doesn't have to be intricate. And again, you'll see the pine cones up here that I painted. I like to use those all over the place because it just looks like winter and Christmas. And then I think we did this in class, probably 10 years ago, is a little manger scene out of popsicle sticks. And let's see what else we have here that is. So, okay, and then I have stars. Excuse me. I have stars, and I have angels, snowballs, and I did a plaid ribbon up there so that I actually got at Walmart, this plaid bow, and then I'm going to use that on my packages. So that's our Christmas tree, and you'll see more little letters with Lincoln, and then this is Ava when she was 3, and another angel, and here's little Nora. So there she is. Okay, so over here to our mantle. So I'm just going to have you sort of look at the mantle. I sort of did a white church kind of scene with snowflakes, sort of a wintry kind of thing. And these are crocheted snowflakes, and then they're dipped in starched and dried flat. So some of you ladies who know how to crochet, we've got big ones, I've got little ones. In fact, I just saw on Pinterest patterns to make them. I've done crocheted stars in the past and given them as gifts. And then this little guy, I think you saw him on another video. This is my little bear that some artist in Idaho, he carved it out, and it's holding actually a fish, like a salmon. And so I put this little Merry Christmas sticking in the fish's mouth. So, and again, more pine cones there. And then I'm going to have you go over on this side. And so here is another Christmas tree with a star. And then we come down here to an old sled that I have. And I found these white skates at a garage sale. And they were the owner's when she was younger. So I bought those and put those there. And then we have pillows over here, embroidered pillow with little beaded pearls that looks like a snowflake to go in with the whole snowflake kind of thing. And then I'm going to have you look at the cute little manger, little nativity music box. And then I'm going to have you look at the snowflake pillow here. And then David, you'll look down at the centerpiece here. This is just fresh cranberries put in a shallow kind of bowl kind of thing, dish. And then I've just taken pine cones and put them on there, and then put a candle in the middle. So these will last for a long time, like a good month or so. Okay, then we're going to scan over to that direction. And we have this little guy, which was purchased at Walmart a couple years ago. And he is so fun because he lights up and he sprays out snow. And then I have this pillow, which I think in a video I might have shown it to you, because look at this. If you turn it over, it says, "Oh, so thankful," and then, "Oh, so merry." I love it. So that is very simple to do. Just make a big long pillow and stamp on the letters. So then we're going to walk over here into the manger scene. I'm going to walk in front of you here. And back when I made things and sold them, I made out of a fence top. You know, this is like a dog-eared fencing. And then we cut it, and this is an old fencing, and then I just painted on here, love came down. With Jesus, with God's love, he sent down to earth in the form of baby Jesus. So with the little, we put the little extra glitter on the star, and then indicating the star shining down over the manger, like the Bethlehem star. So made that. And then this is a olive wood manger scene that I got in Israel. Oh my goodness, like 40 years ago, when right before we got married, almost 44 years ago, because we're going to be married 44 years in a couple weeks. So this is, if I can show you, look how intricate that face is. And look at that. I love the kings. The kings are like my favorite. And I stood there at the counter and took like several different sets and tried to take the best ones that I could find. And then the owner saw that what I was doing, and he made me stop. So, and then people who went back to Israel got me the angel and then the different camels, but the cow and the donkey and the shepherds with the shepherd here, and Joseph, and then the other ones. And then we have here the wreath of the heavenly host of angels. These are little angels that actually I got on the same trip. I got them in Switzerland. And so these are cute little angels. And so I always have them in the wreath because the heavenly host is singing above him with the Bethlehem star. So, and then we're gonna scan over to the China buffet, and I just put lights over, and then here's another sign I got up at Michael's, and they have a lot of cute things. And then I have an angel flying next to it, and I have a star here. And as you see, I like angels, I like stars, I like baby Jesus. So here's another nativity, and if you go, well, Debbie, that's sort of like a weird configuration of the nativity. It's because little Nora, who's 5 years old, I said, here, Nora, put this together. So she put Mary and Joseph in the front, and then everybody's lined up back here, which I think is a riot. So I just left it. And then I have a big angel down here. So, and then we'll scan over to the table, and the table I have put the runner is 2 kitchen towels that I've put together. So if you can see where they overlap here. So you can see where they overlap. So they are 2 kitchen towels, and then I just put some metal houses that I got at Walmart a couple years ago, and a Christmas tree, and I put some lights around it and more pine cones, and I had some extra stars, opalescent stars I put on there. Then I sprinkled the whole thing with some snow, and so that's going to be our centerpiece for the Christmas time. So while I'm over here, I'm going to show you this jewelry tree. And this is something I made a couple years ago with an angel at the top and of course the star. And then this is all jewelry that I found either at consignment stores or garage sales or thrift shops, or my mother's, it's all junk jewelry. It's all diamonds and pearls, gold and silver. I love this little bell. And then here's a little locket. And then the different bows. I'm going to turn the tree so the different bows. And then here's another angel in the back. And so what we did is I saw these at Rogers Gardens, and something like this would be like $1,500. I mean, I am not kidding. It'd be so expensive. So I said, well, I can do that. So I started looking for jewelry at garage sales and things. And then I took let me show you the bottom. I took a styrofoam cone, and then do you see this little foam felt? And I made mine gold glitter, and you can sort of see it different places in there. I did it so that you wouldn't just see the styrofoam. So I covered that with over the foam. And then I sort of pinned things on to sort of see the configuration of things, but basically you just start glue gunning it. That's all you do is glue gun it. So it's got old things here. Some of them are missing, they're so old. Some of them are from my grandma. Nothing precious. I think this is from my grandma, the one that's missing something. And but some of them are from different families' jewelry box that were just stuff that they didn't want. Nothing that meant anything. You don't want to put a meaningful something on here. So anyway, so this is my jewelry tree. And if I want a fancy table, I put this here with other things, but right now it's sitting in another area of the house. So then we're going to come to the kitchen. Dave, do we have time for the kitchen? Okay, so how much time have I talked? Okay, so I've got about 10 more minutes. So here is part of the kitchen. This is my mixer area. So I made this into my gingerbread cookie kind of area. And remember I told you about the angels that Pat made for our wedding? She made 6 of these guys too. She made 6 of these little gingerbread men and had them hanging on the tree. So, and then my aunt, her sister, she love gingerbread men, so she made these little guys. So here are my Aunt Peggy's gingerbread men, and then here's another one that I made a while ago. And then I found a gingerbread tea towel, a cookie tea towel, and then I happened to have these from something else that I hung in the window. You can sort of see how it shines through, but I only have 3 of them left, so I put them there. So this is sort of my cooking kind of decoration. And then here is a cookie nativity scene, and I got this actually at Big Lots when it used to be Pick and Save. That's how long ago I got this. So these are like sort of a plaster kind of thing, but they are decorated like cookies. So I just love it because we got Mary. Oops, Mary almost fell down. And baby Jesus. And I usually have this in my window, but I put it over here this time. So it doesn't have a lot of characters. It just came with this little bit. So anyway, and then come over here, and I have a cow above our stove. And so I put jingle bells and cutie stuff on him. And then I just bought a little dollar box of candy cane, stuck it in a little jar, and put some greenery in front of it with some little red berries, and there you go. So, and then we're going to come over to this side. Oh, I'm sorry, here we go. This is a vintage wreath, another one that I saw in a store for a lot of money. And so I thought, well, I can do that. So I just got a simple green wreath from Target or Walmart or something. And then I found all these different decorations at Savers. And so I just start gluing them on. This is actually an old bow, and that was in the box of bag of stuff that I got. And so yeah, so all this is just old decorations. So not family heirlooms, just old from Savers decorations. So, and then I have sort of a Santa corner. So I've got these cups here that I've gotten in the years past, one for each grandkid, so we can drink our cocoa. And then this is our Santa corner. And this came in the same vintage box bag from Savers when I got those other things. So we have 3 Rudolph. Don't ask me why I have 3 Rudolph, but you know what? I guess you can never have too many Rudolphs. So we have 3 Rudolphs. We've got a little Santa here. And then we've got a lit up Santa, and he's old. I forgot where I got him. Oh, and then also to go with all the things, if I can get this guy out. Pat also, I think the next year she made me this. So this is embroidered, and then she quilted or appliqued this on top. Isn't that beautiful? So this also is almost 44 years old. So we'll put him back there. And let's see. And then this is a vintage tree that someone gave me, a little Christmas tree. It's actually a music box. But see how old that is? And then, so this is my Santa corner. And then if you come right here, I continue it with chocolate Santas. Well, this is a candle, and these are plastic. So they're not really chocolate, but they're to look like chocolate. So, and then I've got snowflakes in the windows that I got at Michael's this year, and snowflakes over here to show you this is my snowman area. So this is a little snowman that we got in Knott's Berry Farm a long time ago. And then we made these in class, oh my goodness, probably 20 years ago. These little snowmen, I think they're out of like a little paper mache kind of thing. And then we just took little, actually, these are plastic forms that leaves go on. And I pulled the green leaf off of a silk leaf, and then I used those. So we made these a long time ago in class. And then my different snowmen here, 2 lit up, and then the different ones over here. And then the most recent snowman that I made was last weekend at the cabin. I took, this is a if I could take it off. This is a paint stir, you know, that you stir paint with that you get at Home Depot. And so I painted it white, and it usually has a little notch in it that you hold on to it. And then I took a popsicle stick and cut it, and I glued it onto the top, so that made his hat. And then just painted the rest of the stuff and took pipe cleaners and made a little candy cane. And so, and then took some fabric and made his little scarf. So he's over here in my snowman collection. Okay, so we've got different snowmen here in the same kind of paper mache snowman, and he's on a clippy, so he's up high. And so I think we are to the end of our decorating. We're going to decorate the outside this weekend, and so we'll finish up the decorating outside. But you guys, I hope you have a very Merry Christmas. You stay healthy and you stay well, and I love each of you guys. Bye-bye. Thank you.